I told you I was leaning toward picking the Bears to win that division over your Green Bay Packers and the bad man that is Aaron Rodgers. I must admit, even though it was just the second preseason game, that new and improved Bears defense, the first half last night, left me feeling a little queasy. I'm going to say that the Bears defense still scares me as much as the Bears offense is going to scare every defensive coordinator it goes up against, because Jay Cutler is going to be a bad man this year in the year of the Commodore. I have no doubt about that. And by the way, quick point, that Kadeem Carey, what a fourth-round steal he's going to be. He reminds me a little bit of a young Emmitt Smith. That remains to be seen. But now, back to the defense, the new and improved Bears defense. They did lose Kyle Fuller on the opening kickoff. He's the rookie cornerback who's scheduled to start and had an ankle issue. They say he's going to be okay. I hope he is. Yep. They added Jared Allen. They added Lamar Houston as the defensive ends. Didn't see a whole lot of them last night. Don't know if they were turning it on full blast or not. But Chad Henne looked like Jay Cutler in the first quarter and in ball control and just moving up and down the field. And then, as we know, Blake Bortles picked up right where he left off. So, again, the defense last year was historically bad. It was the worst in many statistical categories in the history of the Chicago Bears, which dates back to 1922. So you'd think it couldn't be any worse than last year. But this is starting to smack of my Dallas Cowboys, Stephen A. The Bears are better than the Cowboys, but again, it's going to be all offense, and I'm not sure about the defense. You might have to win some 40-38 games.
Well, you're absolutely right, because the defense is suspect, particularly at the safety spot, the free safety spot. It was a disaster last year. They're trying to do something with Conti this year. We'll see what happens. They drafted Fuller. You just pointed out what happened to him. Tillman and Jennings are supposed to be the dudes that's going to be back there. But remember, Tillman missed half of last season with the tricep injury, and he's 33 years of age. We don't know what's going to happen with those boys. So when you look at the Chicago Bears right now, and you've got, you got Jared Allen, you got to remember, Jared Allen is primarily there because he came at half the price of I'm sorry, I got brain lock here. Julius Peppers, right. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is that he came at half the price, plus he's 2 years younger, and so they're looking at him as a bargain. But the comparison is to Julius Peppers, as opposed to, is Jared Allen still elite? I'm not saying he's not. I'm still saying that's a question mark in terms of what he's going to do. Only had about 11.5 sacks last year. You look at Houston, he's a run stopper. That's definitely necessary because they ranked dead last against the run last year. They ranked 30th as a defense. But keep in mind, Skip Bayless, Lovie Smith is gone for the first time last year, because last year was Trestman's first year, right?
Yep.
And already you're dead last against the run and ranked 30th in your first season? I mean, how do you go from Lovie Smith to 30th overall and dead last against the run? I mean, damn. Before Trestman had a chance to pass gas, he forgot about the defense. This is what I'm talking about with Chicago. So if it's that quick that your defense has fallen off the map, why should I sit here and believe that all of a sudden you're going to get it together in year 2 and there's going to be a metamorphosis that takes place and everything is going to be copacetic? I'm not buying that. I don't believe that for 1 second. I believe that the Bears are going to struggle defensively. As a result, it's going to put more pressure on them offensively. And as a result, they're going to be a replica of the Dallas Cowboys in terms of putting up major points. But your boy Jay Cutler at key pivotal moments is going to mess up. Not all the time.
No,
he's going to win some games, but I can see the Chicago Bears being a 9-7 team because of that defense.
So are you suggesting the Bears will not make the playoffs?
I am suggesting that. I don't hold me to that yet because we are not making our predictions yet. But as you say, would you reserving the right to change your mind, et cetera, because nobody qualifies better than you, Skip. The fact is that at this moment in time, I am leaning towards the Bears not making the playoffs. And oh, by the way, are we going to talk about Brandon Marshall and his new gig? Or are we saving that for another day? Because I'm telling you,
do it quickly,
don't think
because
that's not going to have an effect.
It concerns me. Go ahead, quickly.
I have no problem with Brandon Marshall having another job doing inside the NFL for Showtime. I believe that's what it's going to be, okay? Or CBS, whatever it is. I mean, CBS owns Showtime. Here's my issue. I don't care that it's a private chartered jet. If you're spending your off day flying to another city, we got a problem. That's what I don't like. I don't have any problem him doing what he does. I think Brandon Marshall has a very bright future after football, and I genuinely love the guy personally. I really do. But I don't think he needs to be flying out of town every week on his off day. I'm telling you right now, I don't think that's a good deal.
I wholeheartedly concur with you. I love Brandon Marshall. Again, I love the Bears' chances this year, but this might hurt their chances just a little bit because it's too big a commitment to fly from Chicago to New York and back on your off day. Slowly but surely, it's going to take a little out of you by week 8, 9, and 10. Don't love it, Brandon.